What's up? It's Nikita and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I have Mama Dragun. I'm trying to copy everything you do because I feel like we kind of almost look exactly alike right now. Despite all the surgery, I actually still look like my mom, my biological mother since birth, my Latina mother, full-on Mexicana. Look it up, 23andMe. Okay, guys, so this Mother's Day, I thought it would be a special treat to have my mom here on my channel. So I'm very excited to sit down and have our girl time and getting ready with each other. We've gotten ready with each other, I think, before, but never like really sat down and just talked about things and just talked about life, and also just being special with my mommy because I love her so much and she's my entire world and I love her the most ever. And I am just really happy that she's here.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, always. Okay, so in today's video, we're just gonna be sitting down. So grab your mom, grab a snack, and a special shout out to Ulla Hendrickson for flying my mother out here, sponsoring this video, and reuniting me and Mama Dragun together for Mother's Day, and also keeping my skin looking so effing snatched, bitch. But we'll get to that later. Mom, cover your ears. We'll get to that later. All right, you guys, we are here barefaced on the camera, in the nude, in the flesh, straight out my mother's womb. This is what I look like. You know, we have our hair done. We're about to get glam and ready. We actually look like twins. So we are gonna start off with the most important thing, and that is skincare. Your makeup is only as good as your skin is. And baby, let me tell you, I have gone through a vast journey with my skin, and being of Latina and Asian descent, I have a very big problem with hyperpigmentation, even skin tone. You know, I didn't get all just the goodness from my mother. I also got some crazy things that we inherited, but you know what? I'm not gonna blame her for that. No, we all have to be humble a little bit. So, you know, love the skin you're in. I appreciate it. Thank you, mommy, so much for giving me a fat ass and a tiny waist. Okay, so we're gonna start off with the Ulla Hendrickson, and this is the best toner. Okay, I wasn't into toners, mom. I know my mom was always trying to teach me about skincare when I was growing up. I wasn't always into toners and I didn't think they were that important, but this one is a life changer for me because it's like your pores are kind of like, not like hose, but you know, like they're kind of like very like, they want to stay open a lot and they want to, especially after the shower, just remain open all the time. So you really have to close them up with a really great toner. And this one's amazing because it works against dark spots, and that is something that I might have. We know better now. So we're gonna start off by cleansing our face and using a toner. I always like to start off with a very clean canvas before applying makeup. So that's the reason why I like to go in with toner. And now that we're all toned up, mother, you look pretty cute, pretty cute. I think I wanna go in with the Banana Bright Eye Cream with all sorts of vitamin C up in her. I feel like I'm obsessed with this because it really even out the under eyes, you know what I mean? Like you add S's to it and then it just makes it look like I actually got sleep last night, even though I didn't. I'm so sorry, mom. I went to the club, I didn't mean to. But my mom is like, she's like 50-ish, around there, and she still doesn't really have like any kinds of lines. So bitch, I'm blessed, okay? But we're gonna continue to take care of it with this amazing Banana Bright Eye
Despite
cream.
You trying to give me plenty of lines.
I know. Okay, so our under eyes are very bright, you know, maybe a little bit of, hopefully some, what is it, TRL? Tender Love and Care?
TLC.
TLC, what did I say, TRL? No, that's the show on MTV. A little TLC for my mom's under eyes for the many sleepless nights I had her up from me being a little too crazy. But you know what, if I wasn't crazy and if I didn't give you those sleepless nights, we wouldn't be here, So now that our under eyes are nice and moisturized, let's do the rest of our skin. I'm gonna use the C Rush Banana Bright Cream from Ulla Hendrickson. So now that our skin is nicely moisturized, we're still not done. I really take my time to prep my face before the makeup because the last thing that you want is flaky, cakey, gross, nasty, dusty makeup because your skin ain't right, bitch. And oh my God, I keep saying bitch when my mom's around and I feel so weird. I'm sorry, mom. Okay, so now that our face is nice and moisturized, we got the under eye going, our neck is moisturized, our fingers are moisturized, our boobs, ass, everything in between is nicely moisturized. We're gonna go in with the Banana Bright Primer from Ulla Hendrickson. This to me is amazing and a game changer because I really hate nasty primers. I feel like they're so silicone heavy and I have enough silicone in my boobies. So I feel like that's just not meant to be in my skin. So we are gonna go in with this primer primer. Again, it's more so skincare as opposed to makeup, and I think that's what I really like about it. The fact that my skin, after I do take off the makeup, is also being helped out as opposed to being gross and nasty with all the other makeup products. So we're moisturized.
We're luminescent. We're ready.
So now that we are primed, we are going to be doing a makeup look. My mom and I are going to be getting ready together. I learned all my beauty secrets from my mom while watching her do her makeup, and she's actually very, very, very good at doing her own makeup. So we are going to be starting to get ready, and what we're going to do today is probably like more of like a neutral eye, not too crazy with the wing liner though. My mom loves wing liner.
Yes, love me a wing.
She loves wing liner, so we're going to do wing liner and a classic red lip.
Let's do it.
Good. Since we're gonna be doing skin first, and now that our primer, our skincare, everything has been handled, I personally like to start off by color correcting my skin. And of course, what better way to color correct than using my Dragun Beauty Dragon Fire Skin Perfecting Potion.
I feel like, Nikita, you've almost created this for me for all the times that I cried over my hyperpigmentation in the areas that I'm very self-conscious about.
So for me, I apply the orange color corrector underneath my eyes to cancel out the blue and gray pigments. And then I also apply it around the mouth because I get this like 5 o'clock shadow area, and I also just get really gray around the mouth. I always feel like the Banana Bright primer really goes well with the color corrector because I feel like it makes everything glide on a lot easier.
Yeah, I definitely noticed a difference. For me, the nice thing is I put the color corrector on smaller areas and just work with that. I definitely see a difference.
And my mom has always been really self-conscious about her hyperpigmentation, and I get a lot of hyperpigmentation as well, but from like previous like acne and all that other stuff. So for me, anytime I apply this orange color corrector on top of those dark marks and then just apply my foundation or concealer, it just looks so much better. So we look crazy now, but bitch, we're about to look so good in a second.
Just wait.
So now, we're gonna go in with foundation on top of our color correcting and all sorts of yumminess to the skin. Notice how it just like glides on because our skin is so nicely moisturized. My mom and I are literally the same color right now, so we're using all the same things. What was your first makeup memory?
I really wasn't allowed to wear makeup growing up as a teenager. I had a very strict upbringing, typical Latina household. For special occasions, she let me do things. And of course, when I'd sneak over to my cousins' houses, we'd all break out the makeup and try to do our dark eyeliner. One of my favorite things to watch is my mom putting on her lipstick. It was just somewhat mesmerizing.
I feel like I watched you get ready all the time. You weren't one of those moms that like never got ready.
I like the way makeup can transform you. I like the way when you're feeling good about how you're looking, you kind of walk out in the world just with a little bit of more attitude and a little more self-assurance.
Okay, so next we are gonna go into the Dior Air Flash Foundation. Kind of just like spray it like on like a
mirror.
Put that in a little bit.
Wow, your skin's just taking it in.
Because it's nicely primed with such great skincare. Thanks, Ulla Hendrickson. What was like your go-to look back in the day? Because here's the other thing. My mom always had like crazy hair changes and very just stylish. She's always like gone through she's like different phases. She's been blonde. She's been like curly hair Latina. She's given like different fantasies, and obviously I feel like that's where I inherited.
Do you remember the time I like cut my hair off, like chopped it, and I had it like all spiked up?
She had a very like, where can I speak to your manager like type like Kate +8 kind of hairstyle for a while. It was very like down in the front with like a little short little spike in the back.
Before she had it, may I add, way before.
And then sometimes she'd come back and then it'll go from like jet black, and then she did like red. My mom was very with it, so I feel like that's kind of where I inherited. Like you can transform and like do everything, So next we're gonna do some under eye concealer. Do you remember like the first thing you remember I stole from your makeup? Not that I stole makeup from my mom, but I just would like, I feel like every girl plays with their mom's makeup. And my mom, no offense, mom, she did not have the best kinds of makeup always.
That was a long time ago.
I know it's upgraded, but I'm just explaining the premise of what it was.
Yeah. You actually stole one of my MAC palettes. So it was one of the first ones that I got that had like
was
the
it
four.
the brown one?
Yeah,
I think I know.
yeah.
Yeah, because it had the black shade in it too.
Yeah, and it had several different little shades of eyeshadow, and then it had like a little glimmer. And because I used to take such careful time to clean it up after I used it, I pulled it out one day, and it was like smashed, like not broken the palette, but it was like blended all over the edges, and the mirror had all these fingerprints on it. And you were downstairs, and I remember just yelling, Nikki! And I just heard feet just go on the wood floor, out the door. And I knew, okay, she knows that I'm mad now. Do you remember that time that we went to the restaurant? They came out and they put a white piece of paper on the table as our tablecloth.
And the thing is, you go in there and you use crayons to
That's
draw.
right. Yeah, and you drew this beautiful face, a beautiful face,
so cute.
very, very ethereal looking, feminine female, but strong. And our waitress came back with our drinks, and she was just about to put them on the table. She's like, oh, did you just do this? And she said, you were like, yeah, she just did that.
Yeah, just casual.
So she puts the drinks on the table next to us, grabs the piece of paper off the table, gives us a new one, and she said, I need you to sign this because I know that one day you're going to be famous.
Oh my God.
I'm keeping this forever. Do you remember that?
I do remember that, actually. Okay, so now that our foundation and concealer is on, we're going to set our face. We're using powders. I'm using the Fenty powder first. Okay, what age would you let the daughters wear makeup? Because I even don't remember this, because I don't remember what age Tall and Allegra started wearing makeup.
Well, both of them were about the same age that they dated, so it was about 16.
By the time I came around, because my two older sisters were so crazy, my brother was just like this star, like this first son, whatever. I just like did whatever I wanted, but I felt like my parents were so lax about everything that I never did anything. And so my parents would almost be more so like, not crazy, but like when I would come home, like, or just tired or something, they'd be like, did you do drugs? And I was like, no, Mom, I didn't. Like, okay, well, if you do drugs, let me know, because then I'll like tell you which ones to not do and which ones to do. And I was like, okay, Mom. My dad being, Vietnamese, my mom Mexican. They were very like, you have a prized child, and it was very clear. Like, no matter how much my mom wants to say that it wasn't, it was very clear who the favorites were. I feel like I was like the artistic favorite. Like, I was like, maybe not the favorite growing up, but like I still was like the favorite because I was like the baby of the family. Then these past couple of years, I've been the favorite. So I'd rather take over now than have it back then.
I don't believe you.
We all agree. I'll call my siblings and let's see what they say.
Oh, Lord.
Oleg.
Hi, baby.
Who do you think the favorite child was, like 4 years ago was?
4 years ago?
Like high school.
Okay.
Who's the favorite now?
You.
Okay, go back to work. Bye.
Love you.
Love you. Oh, you're going to call him too?
Ben.
Hi, love.
Hi.
Oh, your little mustache is so cute. Okay, so Mom's trying to be all butterflies and rainbows because we're on camera. I said that up until you were born, Allegra was the favorite. And then the second you popped out, you were the favorite for a strong 22 years.
Yeah, I'd say from 91 to 14.
Then
So
it
14,
switched.
I relinquished it, for sure.
You felt it. And then all of a sudden, I became the favorite. It's fine.
This is my life. They just gang up on me always.
Okay, so there we have it. It's solved. Nikita Dragun has the Iron Throne, bitch. Dad would answer the question. You know he would too. Daddy!
Hi.
Okay, so Ben and I were saying from 92 to 2014, he was the favorite Golden Star child. No, doesn't say that.
I didn't say anything.
But now who has the Iron Throne of the favorite child in the family?
My Nikita.
I can't with you.
So there we have it, people. It's settled. I have claimed the Iron Throne.
I feel like you put your brows like on a diet.
Yeah, my brows need to, because I have the thickest brows.
They're beautiful.
My brow grows all the way down here and then goes straight across. I train them to be skinny, like me. Slim, thick.
Okay then.
You guys, it's literally my manager's business card right now.
Is it?
Shout out to jake@select.co. Send inquiries there. Not fan mail though, please. Okay, my mom was very fast and she put on her wing liner already. I'm going to start to put my wing liner on. My thing is that my mom has always had the most sickening wing liner growing up. She would always just like, And that was the one thing that she probably got from her like past life as like Cleopatra or something. So I'm gonna do my mom's lashes.
So this is one thing that I learned from you.
Okay.
Are the eyelashes. And two things that help me a lot is one is I need a magnified mirror. The other is the angle of the mirror. So if I look up, then I feel like my own eyelashes are in the way. But if I look down, I feel like it relaxes the skin around my eyelashes, and it almost creates like a little plateau waiting for the lash to be laid.
We're honestly almost done.
I love it.
My mom is actually way faster than I am.
Hello.
Wow. I like it. It looks pretty. Okay, now you have to use mascara. What's your favorite part of doing your own makeup?
Now I'd have to say my eyebrows.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, because it took me a long time just to kind of master that. But I like saving my lip liner, my lipstick for last, because that's the one that just, you know, I guess it goes back to my mom. It just makes me feel like, boom, you know, here I come.
Once I put my lash on, it's over for you bitches. Yeah, once the lash goes on, then it's like over for everybody's life. Okay, so Mama Dragun and I officially finished our pretty much look. All we have left is our lip. And I really think we should do a very strong, bold red lip today because I'm just feeling the vibe. So I'm gonna give you the lip liner first. What was your first reaction to me on social media?
Fear.
I mean, it's scary.
It's super scary, and my job as a mom is to try to protect you from everything out there, so I was afraid of you being bullied. But you were really good about it. You explained a lot of things to me, and you always shared a lot of those adventures, those first things with me, so I think we gave each other mutual respect. You understood that as a mom I was really nervous and even more afraid because there's so much that I didn't understand.
People are gonna clock me because my lips are so much bigger than yours. Okay, we almost forgot to use my Dragon Heart Transformation Face Powder. I was using it this whole time as a mirror and I literally almost forgot. So mommies, we are going to get a little brush, a little bit of the pink, and then we're gonna go underneath the eye.
And how do you know when to change the color tone?
Just depending on how intense you want it. So if you want like a more natural moment, you do the pink, and if you want it really, really intense, then you can do the yellow. So maybe I'll do a little bit of the yellow like right there, like underneath the eye to focus it, and that really brightens a lot. And then I'll go back in one more time with just like a bronzer, just to kind of like blend everything in. Let's put our hair down, let's really get into it, and then we'll be back. 2 seconds. All right, Dragons, thank you so much for watching. This is the final look with Mama Dragun and I. We are twinning. This is not really meant to be a twinning video, but her and I look so alike. It's actually kind of a little freaky. Even I'm looking into the monitor and I'm like, is that me? Is that what it's gonna look like when I'm at 50? I'm gonna look pretty damn good at 50, bitch. She gonna still be thotting and bopping, let me tell you. Obviously, thank you so much to my mom for coming on my channel and just supporting me and loving me so much. Being there and being my #1 fan. I love you
Number
so
one
much.
fan, always.
Also, a big thank you to Ulla Hendrickson for obviously sponsoring this video and bringing Mama Dragun here to me in LA. We're about to have the best time ever because we look the cutest ever, and I hope you guys got a little bit of a different side to my dragon side and see where I got all my crazy diva, Latina, wild side. It's from none other than the OG original Mama Dragun herself.
Yeah.
So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe down below, like this video, comment what your mama's like. I need to know about your mama. Give me like a yo mama joke, but like a nice one. Maybe that's like not good to say, but like, you know what I mean. Anyways, thank you guys again so much for watching, and don't forget, breathe fire, my dragons.